Region.com. Good morning. Good morning. Today is episode 34 of the Morning Joint podcast. I'm your host, Joey JayPing. We're back again. We're on the North American Weed Tour. I've lost track of what week it is. We started July 15th, so we're officially 90 days in almost. We are 12 days away from 90, so we are at 78 days into the North American Weed Tour. And that means that we just finished up our tour over in Boston. We just finished our tour over in Toronto. We just finished our tour in Phoenix. And we finished our tour most recently in Las Vegas for MJ Unpacked. Now, today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my experience attending MJ Unpacked in Vegas, attending Boston Cannabis Week, and also talk you through my experience at the Toronto Hall of Flowers as I also preview the Hall of Flowers coming up in Santa Rosa. So without further ado, I want to make sure that we get cannabis. Let's talk to oh, for Boston Cannabis Week. They do this event every year downtown Boston. This last week was, I think it was called like the Ink Block Park. Graffiti and murals. Just honestly a really fantastic experience. Really enjoyed my time. Really enjoyed every part of what I experienced there. There was brands and booths and vendors, people selling things. There was no cannabis for sale on site, no product available on site, but there was some non-infused edibles, which was nice. I love the chocolates and the little candies from Coast edibles out there, and there was some great non-infused gummies and non-infused chocolate chip cookies as well from Green Carrot Collective, which is another great um, brand out there in Massachusetts. We took some tours. Mitch was there for about 7 days. He toured numerous facilities. Apotheca is a brand out there that he toured. We took a tour of Green Carrot Collective. Um, we really did a lot of fun stuff out there. I can't really say enough about Massachusetts. It was such a um, wonderful experience. Oh, we're shooting a little bit of oh, and what was one of the most enjoyable things for me about Boston Cannabis Week was how quality the cannabis was actually out there. There's something definitely to be said about the quality being different from California and different from Washington, but I do wholeheartedly believe that at the end of the day, it was still a great experience. Different genetics, different brands, all kinds of great stuff. We got the Puffco ready. And for those of you that are watching, I am taking dry dabs. There we go. There we go. So it was a wonderful experience out there in Boston. Really enjoyed it. We also went up to Maine. We visited a dispensary there. Um, one of our friends made sure to connect us out there to see what the cannabis and the industry was like up there. So we just got a brief taste of what it was like. Flower, deli style. Maine was so much like Oregon. It was great, man. It really took me back to the medical days of Washington, of Oregon, even of California. Big on the medical, big on the education. A variety of really affordable, great, but also great flower in terms of the price. Now, let's see. Favorite part about Boston Cannabis Week was how excited their culture and their industry is right now. Just everybody is so excited that it's an exciting time to be out there. It's an exciting time to be making moves. It's historic in a lot of ways. So super dope in terms of my experience out there. It was just everybody was just smiling and loving and open to connecting and making moves. It wasn't all negative yet. Um, my thoughts on the best flower. We've got a lot of flower products to review. We've got a lot of edibles and dabs to review. So make sure you guys check out our YouTube channel and subscribe over there. We've got a bunch of product to review. So we've got some award winners from Happy Valley. We did some beverages while we were out there. We've already done some edibles. We did some joints. So there's already reviews up and out. So make sure you guys check those out. Well, shout out to Boston Cannabis Week. What an incredible experience it was. It truly, truly was amazing. Now, I also, let's see, last week was MJ Unpacked in Las Vegas. Before that was Toronto Hall of Flowers. So 3 weeks ago I was in Toronto for Hall of Flowers. The first ever Hall of Flowers in Toronto was incredible. There was about 25 brands. I wrote a full recap over on the Respect My Region website, so you guys can dive into the dirty there. But overall, just what an incredible experience there too. Canada was very excited. It really showed out. They turned up. It was active. It was legitimately active, and I met buyers at least 300 shops or so. So even though I don't have product out there, just to start building the relationships, just by attending and talking to people and asking, hey, good to see you here today. What brings you in? What do you do? My name's this. Just by doing that really opened up a lot of doors. And as per usual, Hall of Flowers just curates such a powerful attendee list, I guess. Maybe I don't know if that's the right word, but either way, they just curate such powerful attendees in terms of their guests that it's extremely valuable. So Toronto Hall of Flowers was very, very, very valuable. Smaller in size, consumption area outside, only about 25 booths or so, but nonetheless, man, just back to the value of those buyers and the brands and the CEOs. Just it's such an expensive event. It's such a powerful event. It's so impactful, so potentially impactful that people come there. The owners show up. The investor shows up. They really go above and beyond to make sure that happens. Now we do have Hall of Flowers Santa Rosa coming up here starting in 2 days. So that's exciting. It's going to be an exciting time for all of us to be up there again in the Northern California cannabis community, the Bay Area, Sacramento, Central Valley, and even a number of people like myself coming up from Los Angeles. So it's going to be a good one. Now, as a quick preview, in years past, there's been massive parties at the Flamingo. There's been massive parties alongside High Hopes Alliance, David Tran, Fairchild, those groups normally doing something. We've been told that both of those events have been canceled, so stay tuned and reach out if you're looking for information on where to go, what to do. We already have some events lined up that we'll be attending, so feel free to slide in my DMs on Instagram, joey.jayping, joey.jayping. Hall of Flowers Santa Rosa is going to be a doozy, but it's going to be extremely valuable as always. And per usual, it's always these events are what you make of it. So if you're there, be sure to talk to people. Use your time. Bring a vape so you can walk around and vape. Bring some joints pre-rolled so you don't got to spend your time, being solo dolo rolling up. Just bring yourself, be ready, bring some weed, have some vapes, and get yourself ready because you're going to want to take advantage of the networking time for sure. Last but not least, we're going to touch on MJ Unpacked. MJ Unpacked was in Las Vegas this last Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. MJ Unpacked is the premier brands, investors, business executives event in all of the North American cannabis industry. They curate roughly 35 to 50 booths. And they have a number of display cases for brands in the exhibition hall. And they do a really wonderful job of connecting with the culture and the industry, the authentic industry, as well as the MSOs. They bring in investors. They bring in Wall Street. They bring in major press. They bring in localized press. And there's a number of events and after parties and brunches and lunches and dinners and things like that as well. So big shout out to MJ Unpacked. Another phenomenal event. This is now the completion of their third. They did Las Vegas last year. They did New York in May, and now Las Vegas in September, at the end of September. So very exciting, very powerful, very impactful. Marijuana Unpacked, MJ Unpacked, man. I really can't say enough. Big shout out to the entire team. Wendy, Kim, like George, so the whole Spencer, the whole team, really, really phenomenal, man. Just make sure that you're okay, that your brand's okay, they're flexible. And of course, time will tell as they grow and scale and become a mammoth and a monster in this industry as to how much that authenticity stays intact. But for now, a great time to get involved, to be a part of this growth and this rise and this elevation. A really, really powerful event. And so just wanted to say thank you to MJ Unpacked. Thank you to Hall of Flowers. Thank you to Boston Cannabis Week for hosting Respect My Region so we could be a part of these events, showcase the culture, connect and discover brands and entrepreneurs, and then amplify what they do, amplify their messages and their mission and their brands and the products that help so many people. So I really, really, really appreciate all the love and support from everybody who supports Respect My Region, who gives us the opportunity to be out in the world and connecting and doing what we do as creators. So thank you all. JayPing coming at you guys live. This was episode 34 of the Morning Joint Podcast. As usual, I'm your host, coming at y'all with a couple updates, a couple stories. Those are the quick. That's me unpacking MJ Unpacked, preview on Hall of Flowers, preview on Boston Cannabis Week. Now, we do have some other exciting news in the world of music, in the world of cannabis. We're still deep into festival season, so you're starting to see all of your New Year's festivals announce. All the Halloween festivals are hard on their promotion. They're deep into it. This end of this month is, Halloween. So everybody out there, make sure you guys stay tuned. Tap in, like, follow, subscribe. Of course, go check out Beard Bros. Go check out Marijuana Moment. Go check out Weed Week. And big shout out to our partners as well. Drops Media, great place to stay tuned on all of the music things going on in the world. Hip Hop DX as well. So tap in. I love y'all, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Next Monday, 35, coming in hot. Let's go. Love y'all. Peace.